In a sun-drenched meadow, where the wildflowers swayed like dancers caught in an endless midsummer waltz, there lived a grasshopper named Elion. His body shimmered the color of emerald leaves, and his legs, though wiry, held the potential for great leaps. Yet Elion did not leap, and he did not sing. While his brothers rasped their songs in shrill crescendos and filled the fields with the sound of life and longing, Elion kept silent. To the others he was strange, aloof, perhaps even broken. But Elion was neither mad nor mute. He simply did not believe in song, not in the way others did. For to sing, as they did, seemed to him a hollow thing, a compulsion, a mimicry of instinct passed down like a ritual no one questioned. He watched as grasshoppers sang until predators found them. He watched as they chirped and chirped, not knowing why, not caring. And he watched the skies darken and the days shorten, year after year, their lives ending in the same symphony. Elion was born different, and he knew it. While others followed the rhythm of nature, he questioned it. What if I conserve my voice for something real? He asked a butterfly once, but she only fluttered away. His silence, a cloak he wore with pride, also made him lonely. For no one listened to a creature who never spoke. But deep inside him, beneath the quiet, a storm brewed not. Of anger, but of yearning. He wanted to matter, not just as a sound in the background of summer, but as something remembered, something true.
Ow.
And that yearning, though buried, was about to be tested by a season unlike any he'd ever known. The summer began, as they all do, with warmth, abundance, and a sense of invincibility. The crickets struck up their nightly symphony, cicadas joined in as brass section, and the fireflies flickered like celestial percussion. Elion kept to the edges of this orchestra, a silent observer perched beneath a dandelion's crown. But change, as it always does, arrived on a breeze that carried no music. One evening the wind shifted, not just in direction, but in tone. It whispered of absence, of danger. The birds disappeared. Not all, but enough to silence the trees. Then came the dry heat, brittle and unkind, baking the soil and shriveling the green. The flowers wilted, the air thinned, and the songs one by one fell silent. The meadow, once alive with resonance, became a chapel of hushed uncertainty. And Elion, for the first time, felt not wise, but cursed. Perhaps he whispered to himself, silence is not safety. Perhaps it is simply ... alone. As hunger crept through the colony, the other grasshoppers began to leave. They searched for greener lands, only to vanish into the dust. One returned with broken wings and stories of fire and falling trees. Elion, ever the skeptic, questioned his own creed. If survival was not guaranteed by silence, then what remained? What gave a life meaning, if not the echo it left behind? One night, as clouds loomed like forgotten gods above the hills, Elion climbed the tallest reed. He stood there, trembling not with fear, but with decision. He could feel it inside him now, that ancient, inherited vibration. The urge to sing, not as instinct, but as protest, as prayer. And then, without ceremony, he did. A single chirp, soft and unsure. Then another, and another. His legs, hesitant at first, found rhythm. A song his own unfolded into the meadow like dawn over dark waters. It was not perfect. It was not loud. But it was real. And somewhere in that long and empty summer night, something heard him. The reply came not in music, but in movement. A flicker in the grass, a presence. From the shadow emerged a mantis, old and graceful, with the look of someone who had survived many silences. She did not strike. She listened. That song, she said, voice like rustling parchment, it is not of mating, nor warning. What is it? Elion, surprised to be seen, hesitated. It is mourning, he said, for what we've lost, and what I never had the courage to love. The mantis nodded. Then it is a rare song. Worth keeping. She vanished, and Elion never saw her again. But after that night, the air seemed softer. The drought broke. Rain fell not in torrents, but in quiet drizzles, feeding roots and soaking the earth with promise. Shoots returned. The surviving insects crept from hiding. Slowly, uncertainly, the meadow found its voice again. And Elion kept singing, not constantly, not mindlessly, but purposefully. His song was a thread through silence, stitching hope into each dusk. When the next generation hatched, they found in him not just a relic, but a legend. He who sang when all others fell silent. And though Elion knew he could never control the seasons, he had changed something far greater himself. The grasshopper who once refused to sing had found a melody only silence could teach. And his voice, once hidden, became the hymn of a summer no one forgot.